Okay, so I don't have all day and I already took way too many takes, so let's make this one count. This would be number 2 of the P9 Lite series of videos where I want to help you to decide if you should get the Huawei P9 Lite or something else. This comparison was actually the most demanded one, Samsung Galaxy A5 2016 versus the P9 Lite. So let's not waste any more time. Design and build quality. If you want the more premium feeling phone that you would feel like you would have gotten more than you've paid for, then the A5 2016 is your choice. It feels very premium, really nice due to glass on glass, but also more fragile. So if you want a more sturdy feeling phone with a plastic back and a metal frame that is still very comfortable and very nice and ergonomic, then the P9 Lite. If we go into the display, it's more like impressive versus accurate, because we have AMOLED on the A5 2016, perfect blacks, amazing contrast, oversaturated colors, of course, definitely not that accurate, but still really nice to look at. On the P9 Lite we get the definitely more natural, more accurate display with the way better whites. It's also a little bit brighter and just nicer to look at if you want something not that maybe cumbersome over the longer period of time, but like I said, impressive versus accurate. In terms of the sound, if you talk about the speakers, then the P9 Lite wins easily. It's way louder, it sounds overall just nicer, way more light and open. The A5 doesn't sound bad, but it's not as loud and it just doesn't overall so nicely balance, and the speaker can be blocked way easier. But once we talk about the headphone jack quality, then the A5 wins again because it's louder, good enough for a headphone, where I wasn't so sure about that on the P9 Lite, and it sounds overall just a little bit rounder, I would say. When we talk about performance, P9 Lite all the way, because it's pretty much 95% of flagship level performance in day-to-day use. It felt so lightweight, snappy, performant with 3 GB of RAM, absolutely doing a great job. And on the A5 I always complained a little bit about that stutteriness, the lagginess, and that's the main reason why it's not higher on my list of recommended phones, because that's the one thing where I personally just thought if they would have just changed that, it would have been an even better phone. But still okay, if a little bit of lag isn't that concerning for you, then the A5 is okay, but the P9 is definitely the way better performer. When we talk about the battery charging times, then the A5 wins because it charges noticeably faster. The P9 with 3.5 hours needs just a little bit too long, but therefore the battery life is really good on both. But the A5 is one of the best phones that I've definitely used this year in terms of battery life. 6 hours in mixed use and maybe 7 to even 8 hours sometimes in Wi-Fi only use is hard to beat. But the P9 Lite is still very solid, and I don't think it's bad enough to be a deciding factor just because of the battery life, because I could still get like 5 hours in mixed use and 6 hours plus on Wi-Fi only use. Both a great job, but of course the A5 wins here. When we talk about software, both aren't really the most popular skins, because TouchWiz, no one really likes it. It's very laggy and all that, even though I don't blame TouchWiz on the lag of the A5, but it's a very capable OS these days, and it gets the job done. I didn't feel like it would burden the device down. Updates could be coming to an, I guess, for sure. And then the P9 Lite has EMUI, not really popular either, but it's a little bit toned down this month. You don't really get too many features, but all the things that you should get, you get from it. Android N should be coming as well, so that's the department where both maybe don't get too many votes from other people, but I like them both. I would be fine with either one. If you talk about the camera, then of course I give the win to the A5 because it has a really great shooter with OIS, really nice pictures, and even the video quality was great. Selfies were also very fine. On the P9 Lite, I still think the picture quality is actually really good. Maybe the shutter times aren't the fastest one, same as on the A5, but the video quality is the one that didn't so much impress me. Selfie game was quite good. So in the end, it's quite hard to choose. If you want the overall better phone, in my opinion, if performance is important for you, a really nice accurate display, a really nice comfortable feel in the hand, with a good sound for the speaker but still okay on the headphone, and a solid working OS, then the P9 Lite is still my personal first choice. But if you want a little more premium, the camera is a little bit more important for you, battery life is more important for you, you like AMOLED, saturated, impressive screens, and the sound isn't that important, and especially the slightly more laggy performance, then the A5. I really can't make the decision for you, but I hope this video helped you, and if it did, please give it a like and subscribe to the channel, and maybe check out the other comparisons as well. Okay, until next time, bye.